Hello and welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwood alongside Kevin Robinson. And Coach, still talking cross country here, and you've got a pretty quick turnaround here this week. You're coming off the Commodore Classic last week, getting ready for the Rhodes College Invitational.
Yeah, quick turnaround. We usually don't run back-to-back weekends, but it just so happened this year that that's the way the schedule fell. So, it's a 7-day turnaround from Vanderbilt to this weekend's meet at Rhodes College. So, we definitely have to alter our training a little bit to help the team recover a little bit in preparation for it. But, keeping the kids here at home, running in front of friends and family, and the rest of the team will be out there. So, I think it's always a good opportunity for us to race here in town, and everybody's looking forward to it. We just got to buckle down a little bit and get ready.
I guess with the meet here locally, you mentioned, of course, the bonus, getting to have the friends, family, and your supporters watch you guys run. Another benefit on the recovery process is you don't have to factor in a travel day there.
Yeah, the travel, it really kind of sneaks up on you. It gets the kids out of their normal routines, and for the cross country group, which is a very disciplined, detail-oriented group, they once their schedule gets off a little bit, it impacts them quite a bit. So keeping them in their own bed, keeping them on a more consistent schedule is definitely beneficial to their ability to perform. So it's always a good thing to be here in town.
You mentioned there kind of interesting, helping kind of taking the reins with the cross country right now, how disciplined they are. Now, I think track and field athletes are a pretty disciplined group. Each athlete has to do a lot of stuff on their own, but it seems like the cross country athletes are a little bit different breed. Has that been something you've enjoyed because they're disciplined? They really are a regimented type of athlete.
Yeah, the dedication and discipline of that group, it goes way beyond their training and competition. It's a lifestyle for most of those kids. And, there are a lot of mornings where we're up at 5:30 a.m. and we're running at the break of daylight, and then many times they're coming back that afternoon and doing another session. That on top of the fact that most of our team is very, very great academically. So their time management, their discipline, their dedication, it's really fun for me to be around that kind of attitude and that kind of that discipline. It's really refreshing, and I've really enjoyed working with them. I hope they feel the same, I'm not sure. But great group of kids, really dedicated and committed to everything they do. Their lifestyle is really impressive.
Well, Coach, let's go back and talk a little bit about the last meet over in Vanderbilt. Give us a breakdown. And it was a tough meet, a lot of ranked teams, very tough regional competition. Just break it down as a whole, then kind of tell us your thoughts on the men and the women.
Well, yeah, it was an extremely competitive race, probably the most competitive race I've ever seen at Vanderbilt. So, we thought going into it that we were pretty well prepared. On the guys' side, I had to decide before the race to pull Diego, who was our number 2 at the first meet. He's got a slight injury, and we warmed up, and he just couldn't get it together. So that really hurt us going forward. The addition of Stephen Tankersley was a big boost, although it was his first race this year. I would say he wasn't quite race ready, not as sharp as we had hoped. But again, bringing him back is a big boost for the men's program. So obviously, I'm not real happy with our overall finish. I thought the guys competed with everything they had that day. It just wasn't enough at that race and that level. So we're looking forward to this weekend with the guys and competing at a higher level, and we're looking forward to closing some gaps, being more competitive, and hopefully we'll get Diego back in the mix here in a couple of weeks. So on the women's side, Martina, probably the best 5K race she's ever run. She ran 17:30 on that course, which is pretty challenging. I think she finished 16th overall, which was an extremely good performance for her. The rest of the girls, they actually ran pretty well. We grouped together a little better. We closed the gaps a little bit more. We're still just we're one person short from being a really good team. So when Kristen Adams gets back in the mix, and I think the girls will feed off that a little bit, and hopefully within the next couple of weeks we'll see that team start to gel and come together and do some really positive things.
Well, you mentioned Steven getting him back up, hopefully to get closer and closer to 100%. You're also going to get the return of Kristen Adams. Give us an update on her.
Kristen's doing really, really well. She's been running now for 2 weeks, pain-free. The addition of a healthy Kristen Adams to that group of girls is going to make a huge impact on our team performance. She was our #1 in, I think, 5 of 6 meets last year. So bringing her back and getting her back fit and ready to rock, I mean, it's a huge, huge boost to that girls' team. And hopefully that will energize and give a little bit more momentum and a little more spark to that group. And she's so excited to get back at it. At this point, it's more holding her back because she's so fired up and ready to get after it. So, our job is to kind of monitor that and make sure that she doesn't jump in too fast. So this weekend, the plan is, as of now, to go ahead and try to race her, but we're going to take another day or two before we make that final decision.
All right, Coach, let's talk a little bit about cross-country in particular, coaching. We talked about it earlier in the program. You had kind of taken the reins this fall looking for a new coach, and now you have that new coach here in place. Tell us who it is and tell us a little about.
Well, I'm very, very pleased to announce the hiring of our new coach. His name is Ken Frenette. Ken was a longtime distance coach and cross-country coach at Campbell University. He's a very experienced, very knowledgeable coach. He's been in the game for 20-plus years. As an athlete, he was a very elite 10K and marathon runner in his day. So he brings a wealth of knowledge, both from the coaching standpoint, the exercise, science, and physiology standpoint, as well as being an elite athlete in his day. So I think that combination of academic experience, elite athletic experience, and 20-plus years of coaching experience, he brings a multitude of things to the table, and I really, really am happy to get him on board. The team is extremely excited to get rid of me, and I'm really, really excited. It's been a long, exhaustive search, and he is a great fit, and I'm really, really excited to get him started.
Sounds good. Coach, best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
That is head coach Kevin Robinson, and also do not forget the Rhodes College Invitational at Shelby Farms coming up this Saturday. I'm Jeff Brightwell for the Wolfchase Toyota Insider.